How we doing? How we doing? Today, I'm going to be bringing you something pretty simple, straightforward. I'm going to be telling you the movies I'm most anticipated for this summer. Now, I know summer just started like a few days ago, so we're still in the early days of summer, but this is the time where a lot of movies come out. I looked over a list, saw which movies I was interested in based off posters, trailers, or even descriptions, and just made a small list of 8 movies that I'm really looking forward to this summer. Let's begin with the first movie I'm looking forward to, and that is Long Legs. If I'm being honest, I just saw a few posters for this movie. Saw the trailer a couple days ago, didn't finish it. Why? Because I didn't want a lot of things spoiled for me. Yo, trailers these days give too much away. I'm scared to even look at them because they reveal so much. But the posters told a different story. It was enough to get me interested. What am I even looking at? And I heard Nicolas Cage was in it, so I said, you know what? Sign me up. And not just that, somewhere I heard like someone saying in the comments, these posters are giving me a weird vibe. I feel like, I don't know, this movie is sending some kind of weird vibes across the screen. I'm not sure I'm gonna watch it because the energy is gonna be all weird. And if you want a description, this is what I found on the movie. In the 1990s, new FBI agent Lee Harker was assigned to an unsolved case involving the satanic serial killer known as Longlegs. As the investigation becomes more complicated with occult evidence uncovered, Harker realizes a personal link to the killer and must act quickly to prevent another family murder. Mystery, horror, FBI, period piece. Oh my god. You know what? I'm there. I'm interested. I love when everything has the vibe of True Detective Season 1. And it kind of, in a way, I don't know why, it reminds me of Alan Wake 2, which was my favorite game of last year. So, I was already sold. So I'll be there. I'll be watching Longlegs, and let me know if you do too. So the next movie I'm interested in is called Cuckoo. This movie stars Hunter Schafer. As you know, she's from Euphoria. She plays Jules. And again, I haven't seen much regarding this movie, but Hunter Schafer has been someone that we've seen in Euphoria, and I'm interested to see what she does in this type of movie, which is supposed to be horror/thriller film coming out in 2024. And just the poster alone, even the little pieces of trailer that I remember watching, was enough to get me kind of interested in it. It's just, I'm looking for movies more different than the usual stuff we've been looking at, all the remakes and the sequels. Like, enough of that. Just give us something new, give us something interesting, weird. And if you want a further description of the movie, I'll leave you with this. 17-year-old Gretchen reluctantly leaves America to live with her father at a resort in the German Alps. Plagued by strange noises and bloody visions, she soon discovers a shocking secret that concerns her own family. So, I mean, if anything, check out the trailer or just look at the poster. I'm warning you with the trailers, you know how they are, revealing a lot, but I think this one is alright from what I remember. So, if interested, check it out. Now, the next movie on this list is not a horror movie, it's an action movie based off a video game. Okay, I'll be honest, I'm not that hyped about this movie, but I am interested to see what they do with the movie. I mean, the cast is, just look at the cast. Jamie Lee Curtis, Kate Blanchett, Kevin Hart, and even Jack Black. Okay. Step aside, bitches! When it comes to video game movies, just to see how well they adapted. I'm gonna be lying to you if I say I'm the biggest Borderlands fan because I've only played the first one and a little bit of the second one, but from what I remember, it was a really fun game. Don't know why they didn't use Claptrap's voice actor from the game. Doesn't matter. The movie itself looks pretty funny, and I hope it's just a really fun time. Doesn't take itself too seriously, which it looks like it's not going to. All we can really hope for is the people behind the movie have taken good care of following the source material and put their own spin on it. But if they did, just make it along the lines of what makes Borderlands Borderlands, and give us some cool action scenes, give us some cool weapons, like go all out, make it a ridiculous type of movie. I can see this movie being viewed something like Furiosa and maybe even Bad Boys with its ridiculous action. Maybe that was a bad comparison, but I just want to say Borderlands. And for anyone that hasn't played the game or is unfamiliar with Borderlands whatsoever, here's the premise for you. Returning to her home planet, an infamous outlaw forms an unexpected alliance with a team of unlikely heroes. Together they battle alien monsters and dangerous bandits to find a missing girl who holds the key to unimaginable power. I feel like this is in Eli Roth's zone, you could do something kind of crazy with Borderlands, like go all out in his Eli Roth-esque way. Let's just hope he doesn't mess it up really. All right. Okay, so the next movie on this list is one from M. Night Shyamalan called Trap. I haven't really watched many of the most recent M. Night Shyamalan films, and M. Night Shyamalan could be a kind of hit or miss director. But again, this movie, Trap, bro, the premise looks so sick. It looks good. I think this one's gonna be super good. I think this is gonna be M. Night Shyamalan's best movie in a while. Just having a serial killer trapped in a concert with his daughter, and then knowing that the trap was set for him because they know he's in the stadium and he might get caught. And I don't know what the hell is gonna happen because I just watched a little bit of the trailer. Again, I'm trying to save myself from really a lot of the story. Don't want to spoil a lot, but this seems to be like it's gonna be a suspenseful, fun movie, and I just have hope that this might be M. Night Shyamalan's best movie in a while. Again, the premise is a very unique one, and I'm excited to see what they do with it. The premise is pretty simple. It follows Josh Hartnett playing a serial killer dubbed the Butcher as he joins his daughter at a concert for a pop star, Lady Raven, an event that he realizes is a trap set by police to catch him. Interesting, yo. I'm sold. I'm there. That's it. Like, enough said. This is gonna be one of those movies that I think it's gonna really deliver, and I'm excited for it. Definitely on one of the top anticipated movies of this year for me. Also, let's hope you kind of calm down with the twist. We don't need that. I guess the premise of Self, it's already a twist. Let's move on though. Excited. Moving on to Alien Romulus. I don't think I've seen a good Alien movie since the last few Alien movies I've seen were probably Prometheus and Alien Covenant. There you go. Oh my God. It took me a while to remember that one. Aside from the original, which was an amazing movie, I played the game Alien Isolation. I think we've gone a big chunk of time without some Alien content, and seeing how good Prey did when it came out in Hulu, I think it was a smart choice that they gave this movie a theatrical release. And especially trusting a new director to take over was a good idea, because you should always let someone come in with fresh ideas, especially if you know they're a fan of the content itself. Because if they were just some person doing it for a paycheck, nah. You're not the one. Fede Alvarez was a good choice to helm this movie. And not just that, I think there's been some positive reviews for this movie, some positive feedback. Judging from the trailer, it looks crazy good. It looks like it's gonna be a nice, suspenseful, scary movie. Going back to the basics. Give me something like that, and you have me there. You look like you're delivering. So we're gonna see Alien Romulus when it releases in theaters this year. And for those that want the premise for the movie, set between the events of Alien 1979 and Aliens 1986, the story concerns a group of young space colonists who, while scavenging a derelict space station, come face to face with the most terrifying life form in space. Another movie that I'm interested in and anticipating for this summer is one called Kneecap. First time I heard about this was from someone I follow on Instagram. They said they saw it in Sundance and they claim it's a really good movie and one of their favorites from the festival. So who knows? I gotta check it out. From what I've heard, it kind of sounds interesting, so gotta give it a watch. Kneecap are an Irish hip-hop trio from West Belfast, Northern Ireland. They rap in a mixture of English and Irish, and their lyrics often contain Republican themes. It's a comedy drama film describing the rise of the hip-hop group. The film stars the band members as themselves, as well as Michael Fassbender. Movies like this are always pretty interesting. It kind of reminds you a little bit of Chappie, seeing how they went from being the music group and then acting in a movie as themselves, I believe. And now in Kneecap, the trio acting as themselves in the movie. You know, it's interesting to see how this plays out. Now, moving on to my last two movies on this list. Can you guess the next one? I know you can guess the next one. My next anticipated movie of the year is Deadpool and Wolverine. Guys, I made an entire video about this movie, so if you haven't watched it, just go watch it. In that video, I think I look pretty high for this movie. If you have no idea what this movie is about, then what? Oh, it's a sequel to Deadpool 2, and it's starring Ryan Reynolds as well as Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine. It's gonna take place inside the MCU this time, and I'm glad that Disney's finally given the permission to make this film R-rated. I think this film is gonna be really good. I think it's gonna put Marvel back on the map. It's what they need. It's what we need. One Marvel movie this year, huh? That's good. That's good, man. Let's hope that they go and keep it at a slow and steady pace. We need more quality over quantity. I think this movie will do just that and will bring people back to Marvel. Let's hope that they've learned from their mistakes and give us something new and fun to watch. And aside from that, just give us a good story, because we know you haven't done that in a while. So let's see. Now, my last anticipated movie of this list is a horror film, kind of. Actually, I think it's more of a slasher film, and it's a third movie completing the trilogy of X. Maxine is my most anticipated movie of the summer. I had to put this a little bit above Deadpool and Wolverine because I just absolutely fell in love with X when I saw it for the first time. I love Pearl, and I think Maxine is going to close out this trilogy the best way it can. And the reason I put this above just everything else is because I am a big horror movie fan, and as well as a slasher fan. But I don't feel there's been enough slasher movies over the past couple years. The genre has slowed down a bit, and they really try to bring it back with some stuff like Halloween and Scream. But those movies, although some of them have been enjoyable, they haven't been the best. I felt like X was a really good slasher film. It had its funny moments, and it really had some heart and soul to it, plus a good message. And if you're thinking, wait, really? Yeah, I mean, like, pay attention to the film. It does all that. And then Pearl kind of took things in a different direction and had a more serious focus to it. It was more of a character study on the person Pearl. So I don't know, let's see what Maxine has to offer. It's a continuation to X, so this is gonna be exciting. And Ty West and Mia Goth have proven to be like a crazy dynamic duo. They make a good combo. Mia Goth is absolutely amazing in just anything she does. She's been killing it as Pearl and Maxine, and I think that in this movie she's gonna do just as good, if not even better. To me, Mia Goth is what Jamie Lee Curtis was back in the day. She is the new face of horror. She is a scream queen. And I think a lot of the success of X and Pearl has to do with her, just how well she has done in these roles, how good she immerses herself in both characters. The fact that she played Maxine and Pearl in X, and then going back to Pearl and playing Pearl at such a young age. Let's just see how this film turns out. For those that aren't familiar with X or Pearl, or don't even know the premise of Maxine, in 1980s Hollywood, adult film star and aspiring actress Maxine Minx finally gets her big break. However, as a mysterious killer stalks the starlets of Los Angeles, a trail of blood threatens to reveal her sinister past. I'm so glad that the moment has finally come where we get to see how this X trilogy finally wraps up. This has been one of the most unexpected trilogies I've seen. It came out of nowhere. You went from having just one good film to having a second one all in the same year, and now we're finally getting to see how all of it comes together. I'm so excited for Maxine. It comes out July 5th, just in a few days. I'm gonna be there. I hope all of you get to watch it as well. And yeah, that was the last movie for all my most anticipated movies of this summer. And so that brings us to the end of this video. It was short, nothing crazy. Just wanted to share a couple things with you. As you know, I'm big on movies, so this is something I'm looking forward to, and if you are too, let me know. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like it and give it a like. Trust me, I'm gonna make sure to have more videos up soon, as well as maybe bring a movie review if anything. Probably just let you know my thoughts on Maxine, and as well as the other movies I listed on here. Let's see what happens. But until then, I'll see you next time.